In this bird droppings are dangerous plant seeds. Any one of them is enough to kill a towering tree. At first, they only take root and sprout on big trees, seemingly no different from ordinary plants. However, the tree will eventually be completely devoured by the seed. They first use decaying branches and leaves as soil, madly absorbing energy. A few months later, the seeds and the bird droppings grow into seedlings. But their ambition goes far beyond that. These aerial roots are extremely tenacious. They can grow in the air for years. The tree seems unharmed, but it is being secretly surrounded by more and more aerial roots. They can grow up to nearly 40 meters long. In just a few years, they can grow from the canopy all the way to the ground. Once they reach the ground, their murderous nature begins to show. They now need a large supply of nutrients to begin the killing process. And beneath these dead leaves hides a secret accomplice. Fungi in the forest are constantly decomposing dead plants and animals. They turn the corpses of plants and animals into nutrients absorbable by roots. And in return, roots supply fungi with sugars synthesized from photosynthesis as nourishment. As early as 400 million years ago, plants and fungi had already formed a mutual, symbiotic relationship. With sufficient nutrients, the parasitic roots quickly develop and tightly strangle the trunk. In just a few days, the tree is like being entangled by a python and can never escape again. These increasingly thick aerial roots exert tremendous mechanical pressure on the trunk, eventually cutting off the tree's nutrient supply. This is the forest plant killer called Strangler fig. However, this cage tailored for the trunk is still not enough to completely kill the tree. To eliminate all threats, they also use chemical weapons to attack the tree's roots. Underground, the Strangler fig is also waging war. They first establish a dense root network, occupying the space for root growth. These roots absorb minerals twice as efficiently as the tree. They also release various phenolic compounds to inhibit the growth of tree roots. Strangler figs can even emit a plant hormone called uncorinic lactone to steal fungi that serve the tree. Once cooperation with underground fungi is lost, nutrient supply is essentially cut off. Years later, the tree still stands tall. But inside, it is already hollow. In a few years, or decades at most, the engulfed trunk decays and completely disappears. Death is the only way to escape the strangler fig. Though the young strangler fig is merciless to plants, it is very good at pleasing animals. To spread its seeds, it provides different animals with different benefits. To steal the tree's sunlight, strangler figs often grow taller than the tree canopy. The orangutan climbs more than 40 meters in a row. Only then did they find their fruit. At the branches of the fig tree, fruits are abundant all year round. Moreover, their flowers only bloom inside the fruit. This requires the employment of a special animal to assist in the busy pollination work. At the base of these fig fruits is a hidden secret passage. Only female fig wasps less than 3 millimeters long can barely enter it. However, this process comes at a painful cost. The narrow passage not only squeezes out their body moisture, but can also break their wings or even their heads. Yet the fig wasp will soon die inside. Its wings are of no use anymore. Usually, it takes about an hour to enter the fig fruit. The first thing they see is the fig's flowers, awaiting the fig wasp's pollination service. But this wasp chooses to lay eggs first. They only lay eggs in flowers with shorter stigmas and release a hormone that causes these flowers to swell. This process is so deeply ingrained that even headless fig wasps can mechanically lay eggs. Soon, the fig closes its secret passage completely to ensure the number of larvae does not exceed the flowers. Finally, The fig wasp takes out the previously collected pollen from her abdomen and scatters it on the remaining flowers. These pollinated flowers will eventually develop into fig seeds. Mission accomplished. She quietly dies. One month later, the pollinated figs gradually begin to ripen. And the hundreds of insect eggs inside the fig are beginning to stir. These female flowers with eggs laid in them have grown large and become galls. The gall nurtures the larvae like a placenta. The first to hatch are always males. Males have strong jaws and can bite open the outer shell of the gall. As soon as they hatch, they help females bite open their galls and mate with unhatched females, using their reproductive organs twice their body length. Only after mating can the females break free from their shells. Since they are born unable to feed, fig wasps usually live no more than 2 days. So, as soon as they hatch, they rush to collect pollen from male flowers to pollinate the next fig. Meanwhile, the male fig wasps are nearing death. Before dying, they unite to chew open the fig to create an escape tunnel for the females. However, the end of the tunnel marks the end of their lives. The scent of fig wasps immediately attracts patrolling ants. But to protect the pregnant females, they rush out of the fig and form a barricade at the tunnel entrance. Through self-sacrifice, the males gain time for the females to escape. This sacrificial strategy is highly effective. Most females escape safely. The surviving females will search for new figs to repeat the cycle of life again. As for the ripened figs, with the help of animals, they will spread their offspring to farther places.